Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for June 11th. We are looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This pair we have gapped up at the open 24 pips. It has since retraced that gap. We were looking for it to move lower overall, though probably moving sideways long term a little bit to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high and hit resistance up at 79.95. Possibly moving down, hitting support around 79.09. Okay, let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This pair gapped a very large 140, and we are looking for it to head to the downside. However, it could go as high on a reversal up to 127.18, possibly as low as 123.06. Look for some resistance around 126.19. And look for some support around 124.25. Now the pound US dollar pair. This pair gapped up as well, about 43 pips. It has retraced that during this the beginning of the new session. Look for it to potentially go as high as 156.29, possibly as low as 153.67. Look for some resistance around 155.75, and look for some support around 154.15. Now the U.S. Swiss, this pair gapped down at the open 105 pips. It has retraced all of it, within one session. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 197.48, possibly as low as 0.9437. Look for some resistance around 0.9655, and look for some support around 0.9475. Okay, now as far as news announcements go, we do have at least one significant news announcement being released, the gross domestic product estimates for May at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's the pound. No forecast. Previous was at 0.1%. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, if we go over to the Euro USD, and we back out a little ways, we can see that we have, actually let's drop down to the 15-minute. Back out a little ways, we can see that we have, and we need to back out even further. Okay, you can see that we have some long-term trend lines that are being broken right around that area right now. So if we get, and we have had some closes below it, below that trend line, so we could look for it to even move lower. You can see that this long-term trend line, it bounced off of it and has pulled back, but we still have the break of a longer one than that, longer term. Let's zoom in and kind of get an idea of what this looks like up close and personal. And you see that closed right at this one, closed right below it. So you'd want to wait till either this closed, potentially going in here. Just kind of depends on when you would want to enter. Then you'd want to put a stop loss, above the next area of resistance. Well, we can see here this nice long line of resistance, and then look for it to head on down to the downside. The fact that it bounced off of this trend line makes me think that we may get some sideways action for a while before it breaks on down to the downside, assuming it does head lower. So just to kind of get an idea of what this would look like from a trade perspective, about risking about 32 pips. It's already gone down 25 pips, so to think that it wouldn't go down an additional 5 pips from there to make 30 or even 32, I venture to say that it will do that. It may bounce around and ride this line and then move lower, but definitely looking for it to break through that area. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.